Well, welcome back, my beautiful people. Thanks for coming and spending another night with me, a little time with me here. I always appreciate that. And you know how we get it started over here. We got to start off with a little bit of that motivation. Get your spirits high. Come in this house happy. Leave this house happy. That's how we rock around here. So let's get that going, shall we? Let's do it.
The real flex is how many lives you can positively impact. It's not about cars, clothes, or clout. Influence means nothing if you're not helping somebody to grow. The legacy you leave won't be measured by what you had, but by who you helped. Real power is when your presence inspires action, when your story sparks change, when your content shifts someone's mindset and helps them to unlock a new level. You want to be remembered, make people feel seen, make people feel heard. Share what you've learned. Lift others as you climb. The impact you make on others will outlive every material thing you chase. That's the difference between popularity and purpose. You weren't just called to win, you were called to lead, and real leaders build more leaders. That's the flex.
Well, now that we got that self-doubt out the way, without further ado, let's get this show on the road.
Welcome to Sax Reacts, to this theater we call the world. So step inside and enjoy the show.
What the hell is in my wrapped turkey?
Bitch, this is a rat.
Bitch, if you straight up caterpillar in my Chipotle.
Is that what the fuck?
I found a frog in my food. Wash your vegetables.
Like, and it's breathing, bro.
I got a new cap, but a fly got in there. It is underwater.
Oh, well, look what we found in the pickles.
Oh my God, wow.
Perfect. No, if I would have just ate it, I would have been fucked up.
Your mom isn't making any noise.
Okay, I'm holding it in the light so you can see.
My wife and I found this in our food at a restaurant. I literally ate one.
I just found a baby snail in my Nando's salad.
Look, these are baby flies. That's how.
Y'all, we ain't got a damn prayer out here with this food. Shit, they gonna get us. Wait a minute. We gotta look at that hand again. What was he just doing with that hand like that? That was creepy.
Y'all remember when I said that the planet is coming alive? I just seen a woman catch a video of a tree walking. No, this tree is not swaying back and forth. It's traveling. Literally moving a whole football field away. Some people calling it AI, some people calling it a skinwalker. It could be both. But I can say as for the past 5 years, I have been seeing plants become more animated. For the people that say it's AI, this video is from 2021 of a tree walking. And this video is from 2023 of trees packing up and going on a nice morning jog. What phenomenon is this? I've been seeing trees going on strolls through the valley since 2021. And every time I see them, it still never seems to amaze me. Nigga, trees can walk. Let's not forget when that trend was going around where everybody told the tree to touch them and the tree actually touched them. The planet we living on is alive.
Over 2,000 earthquakes off the Oregon coast in one day. Yeah, and it didn't just stop that one day. So, along the Pacific coast of the United States, including just off into the ocean, there have been earthquakes of all different magnitudes going on for months now. Like this one, a couple days ago, off the coast of California. And Oregon, or off the Oregon coast, has been a real hot spot. Because where those earthquakes are occurring, in the Pacific Ocean off the Oregon coast, is a volcano, which I guess we can say now is at least semi-active. This whole area where this is going on, up and down the west coast of the United States, is part of what's called the Ring of Fire. Dormant and active volcanoes that start in South America, go all the way up through North America, over to Russia and Asia, and all the way down off the coast of Australia. And these areas near these active or dormant volcanoes have had more earthquakes in the past 6 months to a year than the previous 5 or maybe 10 years. Look, maybe it's just a coincidence that all these earthquakes are happening around the same time in the same Ring of Fire area, or maybe something's going on. I don't know. But I'm not a big believer in coincidence, especially when something happens over and over and over and over again. Okay, Pooshkis, I just wanted to share this with you. Shabadoo.
Yep, I'm not a big believer in coincidence.
Hey, I've got myself a girlfriend. Wow, it's one of my girlfriends. So she has something to say back, which is,
This is my boyfriend.
I don't know if I'm going to let you watch all this. I'm going to cut it.
You'll see. We'll shift up there because it looks like I've added a girlfriend to my collection, ladies and gentlemen. There's a room for both of us in the end. You sure? That's... First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you that it would appear that I've been adopted by my friend here, who has not left me alone all day and doesn't look like she's going to leave me alone all night. However...
You might ask, how do people not see the signs? But the truth is, they knew. This man was a Sir, one of the king of this country's best friends. Current Prime Minister chose to turn a blind eye to allegations made about him in 2009. So yeah, they knew. I do a lot of stuff on Hollywood and elite actors and stuff, but we should never overlook what's going on in England. This is the core of the elite in this country.
Got wood chippers, half price. Wood chippers, half price.
The famous rapper Young Thug just exposed the music industry. Watch this.
So Young Thug is really making it clear that if he going down for anything, he taking somebody down with him for something. So this man then said, since y'all want to call me a snitch, let's just air it all out then. We all been taking mad in Atlanta.
That's how these guys are getting famous.
Taking it, and they homeboys be giving it. Don't wear no skinnies around, baby, if you're not with it.
That's the initiation to fame.
Thug just like, I'm going to be at the top of my pettiness because now they done busted me for these snitching allegations. And I'm just going to take everybody down with me. And that's just what it is. So now, Thug, I'm assuming you done just got to the point where everything you know, you just letting it air out.
Yep.
You just literally said that all the rappers, all our favorite rappers from Atlanta, Baby, Gunna, all y'all, that's what y'all down there doing. Thug, that's some information, but
I don't think this is just exclusive to the music industry. I think this is practiced in all of elite Hollywood, entertainment, all of it. And it probably gets even darker than that. Stay weird.
Like, serious, y'all. At this point, are there really any doubts left out there for any of y'all what goes on in the industry and how you reach a certain level of success? You know, the map, the blueprint that it takes to get to the top. Yeah.
I'm gonna die for this somewhere along the lines. It's not good. Okay. Picture this. I'm memory repressed about everything. Couldn't remember anything. I'm still getting side effects from this. I was memory repressed about the cloning stuff until I was 30 years old. They call it the awakening when they give you back the memories. Turns out they had me there since I was 5 years old. Okay, and my family's there, my family members and everything. And they said they're not going to lie on a lie detector test about it. It's pretty big. Like they were going to kill me. They said. Thing is, the way that this cloning works, okay, there's two different kinds of cloning, and it confuses people. Now, there's replication cloning, where it comes up as a baby, right? Put the cells in, make the same person as a baby. Well, there's duplication cloning as well, where they grow you in a big, thick tank filled full of water. And, well, there's a few different grades of cloning. There's Mark 1 to 4 that I know of. And the problem I'm having is with the Mark 2. The thing is, Mark 1 was around at the end of the World War II, but it was a primitive clone, lots of side effects. Anyway.
What's going on, Kai? Didn't know you and Little Nas X was chilling since way back. People are saying that Kai was just another plant in the industry. Because how did you end up chilling with Little Nas X? You guys look like you was having a good time. Why? Why didn't you tell us? We all thought that you came from the bottom. Maybe you did. Maybe you did. But how did you end up chilling with Lil Nas X? Don't you guys live in two different places? I mean, I will understand if he was from your hood, from your block, from your area, from your city, then it would make sense. But how did you meet up with Lil Nas X? He's not from your city, bro. You're from New York City. Lil Nas X is from Atlanta, Georgia. So how did you guys link up? Just asking. Now, I'm not taking nothing from Kai Cenat because he did his thing. He's still doing his thing to this day. He's on top of his game, no cap. But I'm just wondering, how did you guys meet? He wasn't the only one chilling with Lil Nas X. Speed was too. They're having a good time in this picture. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm just wondering, how did Kai know Lil Nas X when they from two different places and they've been chilling way back? I never knew that. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about this. I'm out.
I mean, what is there to think about? It's pretty obvious, I think, for everybody.
People who fool the world.
Anna Sorokin, better known as Anna Delvey, posed as a wealthy German heiress in New York. She conned hotels, friends, and banks out of hundreds of thousands before being caught and later inspiring a Netflix series. Gregor MacGregor, a Scottish conman in the 1820s, invented a fake Central American country called Poyais. He sold land, bonds, and titles, convincing hundreds of investors and even settlers, many of whom died when they found nothing there. William Chaloner in 17th century England became infamous for forging coins and scamming investors. He grew so powerful he infiltrated high society until head of the Royal Mint personally brought him down. Frank Abagnale Jr., immortalized in Catch Me If You Can, posed as a pilot, doctor, and lawyer in the 1960s. He forged checks worth millions worldwide before being caught and later working for the FBI.
That Catch Me If You Can is a really good movie. I really like that movie. Interesting. But yeah, brother's been scamming since the beginning of time. Whatever it takes to get on top, man. Morally corrupted.
It was a huge Epstein Day today in Washington, D.C., so I'm going to update you on all the highlights that happened. The big news was that the Epstein survivors told their story and said some really interesting things on Capitol Hill, but I'm going to get to that in a second. Representative Nancy Mace met with the 6 victims behind closed doors, and she stormed out because of how horrific their stories were and had a full-blown panic attack. You can see the footage here. And Rep. Anna Paulina said, yeah, this is probably a lot bigger than we think. Also, this guy could be an intelligence asset.
The victims themselves have stated that this is a lot bigger than I think anyone anticipated. There's some very rich and powerful people that need to go to jail. I think everyone's been frustrated as to why that hasn't happened before. But it is very much so a possibility that Jeffrey Epstein was an intelligence asset working for our adversaries.
Now we have the survivors themselves speaking. First up, we have the bombshell of Lisa Phillips. She said that the Epstein survivors are going to make their own client list.
All of us Epstein survivors have been discussing creating our own list of names. Many of us were abused by them. Yeah, that's right. Now together as survivors, we will confidentially compile the names we all know were regularly in the Epstein world. And it will be done by survivors and for survivors.
And something interesting happened. This survivor said that Jeffrey Epstein's biggest brag was knowing Donald Trump.
Truth is, Epstein had a free pass. He bragged about his powerful friends, including our current president, Donald Trump. It was his biggest brag, actually.
The reason I say it's interesting because look at the lawyer behind her. Now, this lawyer is going to talk right now, and he said that he was trying to take down Epstein back in the day, and Donald Trump was actually helping him.
Tell you that I talked to President Trump back in 2009, and several times after that, he didn't think that it was a hoax then. In fact, he helped me. He got on the phone. He told me things that were helping our investigation. Now, our investigation wasn't looking into him, but he was helping us then. He didn't treat this as a hoax. So at this point in time, I would hope that he would revert back to what he was saying to get elected, which is, I want transparency. This about face that occurred, none of us understand it.
But people are saying, are you protecting people of power or people you know or people in office? And he continues to say it's a hoax.
says he doesn't believe you're implicated in these files, but many of your friends and donors may be, and he says that's why the Justice Department is redacting them and slow walking the release. Is the Justice Department protecting any friends or donors, sir? So this is a Democrat hoax.
Yeah, y'all. The Epstein list is a very big thing. You know, I was a Trump guy. I'd like to be some Trump. He 1,000% lost me with this and a lot of things since, but absolutely because of this list. There's no excuse for not releasing it except for the obvious. I mean, the obvious. Well, this and then of course what's going on overseas. And I'm not going to speak no specific names on that because heck, I just got my TikTok account banned today because of speaking my mind on that. So I don't want the same thing to happen to this account. So anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about with that as well. Let's keep this moving before I get myself in trouble.
You know, my country was the first where they made cash illegal. 2016, digitalization was forced in the country. 8 o'clock in the evening announced midnight, cash was illegal, the big notes. And 70% of the economy crashed. This digitalization is now going all over the world, and there's a war on cash. They call it war on cash. Because cash is merely a medium of exchange. It has no value in itself. It's just a promise. You read the dollar note, it says, I promise to pay the bearer. When it's digital, even a credit card, you know, you're giving rents to the global financial system. But when it's cryptocurrency in the hands of algorithms, in the hands of big tech, they will do what is happening in China. Create social credit system to decide a new caste system. And you might have also followed that while all this has been happening, the founder of the World Economic Forum did a book called The Great Reset on how to deal with the COVID crisis. And everything we're seeing unfold is part of that Great Reset. But an element of that Great Reset is you will own nothing. Now, I'm a believer in the commons. And it would be so good if all land was a commons, if all seed was a commons, if food was a commons, if health was a commons, so that we had strong public health systems, strong community health system, deep knowledge about big health. But when Paul Schwab says, you will own nothing, he's saying we'll own it all. That's why you have Gates, not just owning the seed, wanting to own our food. One, of course, controls the health, and now owning land.
I know exactly how they do this. I know exactly how The Simpsons is able to predict everything, guys. The truth is these are not predictions. It is not prophecy. It is programming. The elites hide their plans in plain sight through shows, through movies, and even cartoons, because your subconscious mind absorbs it. So by the time it actually happens in real life, you have already accepted it. And why do they do this, you might ask? It is consent. In their twisted logic, even if they show you through cartoons, then you've agreed to it. This is how they avoid their karmic cycle. So when these Simpsons predictions come true, people laugh, they share the memes, and they move on. But that is exactly what the trap is, because it normalizes the agenda that's being played out here. Simpsons is not predicting the future, it is revealing the script at play. We live in a scripted reality. And once you see it for what it is and you stop consenting, that's when you break their power. Much love and peace.
Downward trajectory of the West, the downward trajectory of America. Both of these, our upward and your downward, both of these trajectories are irreversible. And you can see what's happening over there in America. They're viciously attacking the most vulnerable people in the society, the migrants, the poor, the homeless, and they're putting all of you on a conveyor belt to vulnerability. Over 700 people were shot and killed by the police just this year. Call that what it is, extrajudicial killings by the security forces in America. Over 700 in just the last 8 months. You're expendable. And whoever isn't expendable yet is being pushed into being expendable. That's the way that the system is working. That's not a light at the end of the tunnel, that's a meat grinder. Trump likes to talk about how much money has been raised by the tariffs, right? Well, that isn't money that they're making, that's money that they're taking. And they're taking it from who? They're taking it from you, not from anyone else. Do you understand? Tariffs are paid by you. They're paid by importers and they're paid by consumers. That's $300 billion that they say that they've gotten so far. Well, that's $300 billion that they took from you. Did you have $300 billion extra dollars to spare? Did you know that there's over 100,000 jobs in the tech sector that have been cut in the U.S. in 2025, just 2025? 80,000 retail jobs. That's up 274% from the previous year in terms of job losses. At least 2 major refineries have shut down, with more planning to shut down. Roughly 2 million people right now, today, are incarcerated in America if you include immigration detentions. You know that 75% of Americans can't even afford to buy a moderately priced home? Home foreclosures are up by almost 10% so far this year, nationwide. And it's up by 40 to 55% in some, in particular states. 1 million people evicted from their homes in the last year in America, and the numbers are rising. I mean, look at Washington, D.C. Evictions have doubled in Washington, D.C. since 2023. And now they're going after the people that they evicted. They're going after the homeless with federalized police. Can't you see the way things are going? Homelessness is already at record highs. Broad unemployment in the U.S., if you include the underemployed, your rates in America are higher than Nigeria. They're higher than Cambodia or Niger or Thailand or several other global south countries. Your unemployment rate is ridiculous. Layoffs, unemployment, foreclosures, evictions. That's the conveyor belt to vulnerability that they put you on.
Half of our own citizens can't wake up.
I don't know these two guys.
Yeah, you didn't do anything. Before you just come and make assumptions, all right? Do your job correctly.
What's up, my man? What are you doing laid up out here in the park? You got any ID on you?
What's up?
What do you mean, what's up? I'm asking you. I'm out here trolling the park. All of a sudden, I got to do just sitting here laid out.
Okay.
You taking a nap or chilling or what?
Chilling, man. It's, it's hot outside. I'm just enjoying my day.
You can't find a more subdued area to find some shade? I mean, I get that this is a shaded area, but...
Right, this is the most shaded area out here. I mean,
but you're
doing something wrong.
It's just a park that's not meant for you. That's the problem. And it's cement, so it's not even cool. It's just shade.
What do you mean it's a park that's not meant for me?
I mean, what are you doing? Where are you headed? Are you headed home or?
Nowhere, man. I'm just chilling. I'm enjoying the breeze today. Like it's hot outside. I'm cool. I'm chilling.
I guess my point is, if you're headed home or you don't have a home, you should either head home, or if there's no home, there's better places for you to kind of park for the night, right? This isn't this place, even though it's a park.
Am I bothering anybody?
Well, you're frustrating me because
bothering somebody. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Well, wrong is kind of subjective, right? So legally, you're not really crossing any lines. But as I make my rounds, it's frustrating to see you discouraging the park from being used because you're out here.
What is so frustrating about me being here? I'm not bothering you. I'm not bothering nobody. Why are you messing with me right now?
It's a nice day and the park's empty, and I'm wondering if that has something to do with you being out here laid out having a snack in the middle of the day.
I doubt one person like me is going to have the park empty.
Well, even like you said, like you, what do you mean by the like you? Someone that's out here where they're not supposed to be?
Man, I'm just chilling. I'm not doing anything wrong. I don't want to disrespect you, sir, and I'm not going to disrespect you. I know you're a man of the law.
Thank you.
I'm not disrespecting you in no way, but honestly, I'm just relaxing, man. I'm just enjoying the breeze.
And I can appreciate, I'd love to show you some respect, but you use the words like you. What do you mean like you? Because you understand that a dude like you...
I'm trying to make this something that it's not.
It's about leaving the park approachable for everyone else. And with you,
So what are you doing right here, sir?
I'm approaching you for the people who are uncomfortable approaching this park, so that I can have a conversation with you. Maybe you can move along to an even cooler place, man. Maybe a place where you can camp out for the night.
Did someone tell you?
I'm not uncomfortable, but everyone, I mean, when the park's empty on a nice day, you got to ask yourself why.
Okay, what do you mean? I'm not doing anything wrong.
Where are all the mothers with their kids? Where is everybody playing?
Okay, I'm one guy.
Right, and
maybe they're not outside because it's hot.
But as you said, a guy like you. So a guy like you puts out sonar to everyone else. So when they go, hey, am I comfortable? They go, no.
Am I free to go? I'll leave.
Listen, I just need your ID. Let's get back to the thing. I'll run you. I'll make sure you're straight. We'll get you on the...
I'm not giving you my ID.
I need to see your ID so that I can make sure that I don't need you to take you downtown. I can just, help you maybe pick a cooler place to sit for the night. The man that just killed a whole nice family, right? I'm just saying, what if a family decides to come into a party like this? You're sitting here playing nice guy. I'm not assuming anything. I'm here to protect and serve.
You shouldn't
I'm serving. I'm not assuming, I'm serving. Yes, yes, you're part of this. Yes, I'm protecting you from what you may or may not do, man. Listen, I would rather have
you here right now, sitting on this bench, minding my own business, cooling down in this hot weather. What is your issue?
There's no issue. Listen, let me answer that question.
Go ahead.
I'd rather have you, let me see your ID, find out you're safe, move you along to a nice, cool space for your protection as well as everyone else's. Everyone else comes in. Instead of, hold on, now let me finish. You come in, you cause a problem, and then we have to go a different route. So go ahead and stand up, put your back towards me. I'm not going to let you murder someone tonight and be in trouble. So give me that hand. My man, don't fight it. We're going to slowly do this. My man, we're going to get you cuffed. Thank you for complying, because again, I'm trying to protect you from myself, my man. I don't know you. I don't know your mental stability. I just need you. Stop. Play it cool. Stop. My man, Officer Johnson, my man.
And what's your badge number?
3795. Just stay cool. Stay cool. Yo, back up, my man. What's up? Hey, officer. Hey, I don't know you, man. Officer, what's going on? What are you? I don't know you, officer. What's going on? One of ours, one of us? What do you mean?
You are an idiot.
I don't know these two guys.
Yeah. Look, before you just come and make assumptions, all right? Do your job correctly.
I'm trying to serve, man.
Do your job correctly, man.
Okay. That's my bad.
Okay? Do your job
That's
correctly.
my bad.
It's people like you that got the system really messed up.
He didn't do anything, man.
Right?
All right, okay.
Blow cover, man.
That's my bad.
Dude.
And y'all, these are the people we depend on to protect us. You understand why it's so important to be able to protect yourself? Serious, man. Serious out here. And things just getting harder and harder each and every day.
Even severed, the leaf's electromagnetic field held its blueprint, proof that form is secondary to frequency. You didn't cut the leaf, you cut matter. The memory stayed. Energy doesn't disappear. It encodes the form. What you see is absence. What remains is memory in motion.
What an amazing clip to see that. And that just makes you feel so good. When you pass away, your soul going somewhere. You know what I mean? Your energy does not die, does not stop. I really like that clip a lot. I hope y'all enjoyed that too. It was pretty powerful. Hell no. That is not a human. I don't care what you say. That was not no damn magic trick. That is just not right.
Bill Gates of hell is back at it again, you guys. You guys won't believe what he did this time. Now check this out. The Gates Foundation is about to launch the world's first contraceptive that will prevent women from pregnancy for 8 years. Now he's running this project out of Kenya, and he dumped $2.5 billion into the project, and this is how it works. So the device is inserted into the uterus where it releases progestin. This synthetic hormone thickens a cervical mucus to prevent sperm reaching and fertilizing the egg. This can't be good. But wait, hold up. 8 years? For one, that sounds like population control. And two, there's no historical data on this, so what are the side effects later? But it doesn't stop there. Did you guys know that he is creating a synthetic butter that he wants all of us to eat, that he's gonna provide to restaurants, bakeries, markets? Completely fake.
The company is called Savor, and you better believe it. Their pioneering tech uses carbon and hydrogen to make the stick of butter you see on this plate. Not at full capacity in this facility yet.
Hold up. Stop. I know you guys saw that, right? What the hell is slop water? If you guys don't know, let me show you. So, says here that slop water is a term primarily used in the oil and gas industry to describe water that has become contaminated with hydrocarbons, drilling fluids, and other waste materials. What? You guys, I even caught Grok lying about this. It says slop water was photoshopped in that video, and then I said it's literally in the original video posted by CBS. Then it said, thanks for pointing that out. Upon closer review, it's actually in the video. Then I said, do better, bro. Noted. Accuracy is key. You guys, we got to start fact checking AI because, come on. So this company, Savor, is funded by Bill Gates, and they're saying that this butter is better for us. It saves us from greenhouse gases and other stuff. It's made with natural flavors and coloring. I'm good. So no cows anymore. Okay, got it. You guys, this is the same guy that told us that to eat bugs was healthier for us because we get our protein. And yet again, we don't have any historical data on this. What are the long-term effects?
A fast-moving object the size of Manhattan is hurtling towards our solar system, and it will make its closest pass to Earth on December 17th. Comet, asteroid, or something else? A Harvard astrophysicist believes there's a strong likelihood this is a craft of alien origin, and the implications, obviously, for humanity would be profound.
Approaching at colossal speed, and its exact origin is yet to be determined. It received the moniker of Three-Eye Atlas, and like its predecessor, it arrived from interstellar space. But this time, things appear even stranger, and potentially far more dangerous. According to scientist A.V. Loeb and his colleagues at Harvard University, the object's trajectory is too precise to be random. It looks more like a calculated flight path, as if someone had intentionally plotted and adjusted its course through the solar system, with the possibility that Earth may be its main point of interest. Add to that its enormous speed. Three-Eye Atlas is traveling almost twice as fast as most known objects in the solar system. And this visitor isn't just fast, it's a true giant. For reference, despite its mysterious nature, Oumuamua was relatively small, about 330 to 380 feet long, roughly the length of a football field. But this new object is hundreds of times larger. According to early estimates, its diameter could reach 6 to 9 miles, comparable to the size of Manhattan Island.
They're going real hard, ramping up on that Project Purple group, ain't they? Still don't want to admit it. Don't want to accept it rather than admit it. And you know, this is how they come for the kids in every way possible. So, but anyway, y'all, you know, it's come to that time of the show where it's about time for those curtains to close. So, you know, you got to leave this house with some giggles, some smiles, some laughs, you know. So we're going to make that happen real quick before we get up out of here. Y'all ready to get a couple giggles on? Let's do that. But anyway, y'all, don't forget, man, the world is just a big old stage full of actors. Keep your eyes open, keep those ears peeled, and keep that head on a swivel. I love y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. I'm out.
Kingdom last year when it was leaked to the media.